time again. Live with Bake. How is everyone? Let's give it a few minutes. Oh, it's cold here. So yeah, we're going to talk some gardening, some seeds, the snow. Oh, yeah. My hair that doesn't cooperate ever. Hello. Happy Sunday. Hello, Kitchen Shenanigans. How are you? Where to begin, Homestead? Hello, girly girl. How are you? You didn't have to write that in Cosmic Cultivators. It's all good. Hello there, my friend Melody. Hello. Shelly and Anthony. Hello, girly. How are you? Hi, Voon. And Chris says, see and hear you fine. I guess Joe's Garden State Gardeners is wrapping up. I had it on the whole time. Well, Cosmic Cultivators, they did like some questions for you to win some seeds. And then Garden State Gardeners. So, I might have been like 3 minutes late. These bangs, I wish they would grow out, folks. How is everyone? Did you get a lot of snow? Voon. Red Silo Homestead. Hello. Happy Sunday. How are you? Yup, Joe's wrapping up. Good evening, all. I knew it. Hello, Gear. Everyone will start coming in now. Joe is over. Hey, Bake. Well, thank you. Hello, Sheila B. Yosi in the Simple Kitchen. How are you? I just felt like saying it that way. I already emailed CC to send my winning seed. Why would you do that? You won them. I was feeling like a but the questions were a little bit, I don't want to say weird, but different. And I'm like super duper close with Cosmic Cultivators. So, yeah. But you didn't have to do that. There's Boone posting links. Where to begin? Homestead says, hello, everyone. The Cow Emporium. Hello. How are you? Long time no see, Annette. I'm watching. What did you make? I commented on. I mean, I've watched some others. I think it was the yogurt. Yep. And I asked if you could do that with just regular milk. So I am going to be trying that for sure. Everyone, say hello to Annette. And Gear. Everybody's saying hello to Boone. Sheila B. Red Road Homestead. Hello, Melody. Hello, how are you, Red Road Homestead? How was everyone's weekend? Was it as crazy as mine? Hello, chat. I like to share with my friends, just the way I am, Melody. I know, but you know, you want them fair and square. I think I'm okay. Speaking about seeds, I did my gardener order, and he was out of like a lot of things. So I went over to Baker Creek, which, you know, I don't really do that. And I was looking around for like what he didn't have, but I definitely did put my order in for my gardener, and it said 3 to 4 days. So hopefully sometime this week, so I could do my video and my seed reveal of what am I planting this year. But as far as the gardening for beginners, I got to the dirt, thought that I uploaded, you know, part 2, wash your equipment. So that'll be coming out. So yeah, step by step, I'm going to bring you along for anyone that doesn't know how to garden or would like to learn. And then I have a video on how you do not need all this expensive equipment in order to grow your own food. So lots of videos coming up. It's on top of the links. Huga, hello, how are you? Hi, G Homestead in the house. Say hello. She says, hi, Melody, sweetie. Hello, how are you? Everyone's still coming in saying hello. Gardener Josh. Hello, my friend. How are you? I mean, I see Gardener Josh like Miss Andales and Garden State Gardener. Just have it like bumped in to them in a little bit. Gardener Josh saying, howdy, y'all. Today was a strange day, was it? Yosi in the Simple Kitchen. Do share. Peace, love, happiness to all. Hello, friends. Cosmic Cultivators. Yeah, Cosmic Cultivators. Where to begin Homestead wants me to have receipts. Like, what the heck? I'm like, I felt like a dog because I wasn't getting some of the questions, and the ones that I were getting, it's like that delay going on. So say hello to Cosmic Cultivators. Voon says, Melody, I have some seeds for you. I will get them out this week. Oh, Voon, is that sort of what we were talking about? The microgreens, that type of thing? Let's see. Happy Sunday, doing good here. So ready for the snow season to be over. I'm just going to be honest. I was like, they predicted so many snowstorms this season in Pennsylvania, and we got like a dusting. But then I saw everybody else was getting so much snow, and I'm like, we're going to get it. Just give it to me already. Let's get it over with. It'll kill all the bad bugs. It's really good for gardens, in case you all didn't know that. And yeah, I'm kind of over it already. I was in Cosmic Cultivators that night, and then that day they were recording like the snow. So I think Gear asked me, and I think I just threw out like a quick 6. It was probably between 6 to 8 inches we got here. Joe, who's right over the bridge from me, got a little bit more, but trying to shovel that today, I was heavy snow, let me tell you. But I am ready, Red Silo, for the snow to be over too. Even though I asked for this one, I get what I asked for, right? Josh, Yosi, Cosmic, Shannon, hello. Everyone's saying hello. I usually use half and my gardener, half Baker Creek. He was all out of a few things I wanted, so I ordered fully Baker Creek, one stop plus stop supporting a homestay business. I agree with that, Gear. And my gardener is, I mean, that's his business. And ever since I started planting things from seed, which there'll be a video coming out on that. Like, do I think everyone needs to buy? I mean, let's just say there's a gardener who's never gardened before. Do I think they have to buy the seeds? What if they wanted to buy the plant? You could buy the plant. I mean, I used to be that person who used to buy plants, but once you get into seeds, it's like food security for sure, for sure. But I do have a couple things from Baker Creek in a cart that I have to figure out how I'm paying for first. There's the links going up for everyone. Everybody's still saying hello. Miss Andale Homestead, hello, darling. How are you? Hello, Melody. How is everyone? We are all okay here. I was in your live the other day. I felt so bad. Tuesday, Miss Andale, there was like no volume. She was trying to fix it, and she ended that live, pick it up again. I think there was still no volume. And then the third time was the charm. It was black for a little bit, but then it finally, you know, you could see her, and she finally figured it all out. But thank you everyone for coming. Let's see. All hail Lord of the Gorg, Gardener Josh in the house. Amen. That's for sure. Speaking of Gorgs, that was something I was really looking for. On MI Gardener, I keep talking about, I think me and Voon narrowed it down to, what is it, Voon? Is it butternut? I want to say butternut squash. Don't hold me to that, my friends. I see a channel that I watch a lot. I spoke about her already on here. She don't pay me to speak about her. She's vegan, and she uses it, like she washes it. The skin's edible. They're the kind of things I couldn't get from MI Gardener, because I think this year is going to be like the year of some squash. I picked out some squash, some winter squash that said like bug resistant. So yeah, we'll have to see. Everything that I got. Yep, I got that message. Oh, cannot believe she is doing that. I said you won fair and square. Everyone's still saying hello. Feeling good, Yosi. Tank kitchen shenanigans. Just scrolling through. Figured I won't repeat everyone saying hello to everyone. We had a pretty bad snow and ice storm coming in Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Oh no. 40 here today. Close to 50 tomorrow, says Red Silo Homestead, and calling for more snow here on Thursday. Roller coaster for sure. Yeah, I'm seeing some people saying like, normally their temps would be so low. They were 50 and then they were 57 degrees. Well, that's going to happen this Thursday here for me. But this storm, the snowstorm, the snow is really heavy, and I think it ripped my 3-in-1 row cover. How do you like that for sour apples? So I'm going to have to order another one. But I do have to get bug netting as well. So might as well just replace it when I go to order that off of Amazon. Me too. Snow needs to go. Still in dang boot. Oh my goodness. We started everything from seed last year and doing it again this year. Red Sox. Listen, ever since I started doing it from seed, it's like, and this year I went and I bought like 2 or 3 plants max, and they had more bugs on them. And I wasn't really impressed. I said this, I think, last Sunday's live. Like the white eggplant that I got from the box store didn't really have any flavor, but yet my eggplant was phenomenal last year. I'm just going to be moving things around in the garden, putting things in different places. I'm still going to, I say I'm not going to do a lot of tomatoes, but I did order a lot of tomato seeds again from my gardener. So, and then some peppers, of course, but then some peppers that I really wanted, he didn't have, that Baker's Creek does have, and I wanted the stringless, like the French string beans, and M.I. Gardner was out of that. So anyway, I placed my order with M.I. Gardner. What do you think happens the next day? After I pay for it, the next day I get an email. What was it? Oh, I think it's the Italian, like long hot, not the hot one. The Carmen Italian, I think it is. I love that pepper this year. Love that in my garden. And I already paid for M.I. Gardner. And then like the next day, an email comes in that the pepper is available. And I'm like, what the heck, man? So I had to pay separately for that because that pepper was in. And I was like, ugh. But then again, before I used to be okay with getting it for like Valentine's Day, but I don't think you can really wait. You got to get them while you can get them, no matter what seeds you want. I'm doing a video on that. Like, do you have to go, like, my different seed choices that I like, the companies, which is not just M.I. Gardner, for the new gardeners that may be following along. So, but yeah, red silo, I'm doing the same thing. Oh yeah, just grow the food, plant or seed, no matter. That is right. So that is a big reason why I'm doing the series. I was going to do container pot gardening, which was kind of interesting on Shannon's live because they were trying to help me out. And she was like, how about micro? And I was like, oh, I can't do micro because of microgreens. Shannon doesn't garden. Shannon took it as if someone was telling me, like on YouTube, like I can't do what I want. And that kind of escalated and went a little weird real quick. And then I sent her what microgreens are, what micro means. So, I mean, I appreciate, the fact that she was trying to help me or whatever. I think the last one was like tiny something. But Becky from Acre Homestead is doing like a container challenge or something. I think I might do like a salsa garden. I think that would be really easy for people because what is that? A pepper, a tomato, cilantro, like some parsley, like a jalapeno. I don't know. What do you think about a salsa garden this year to help out the new people that maybe never grew before? Josh, you do Baker Creek, don't you? It says Huga. Go Red Silo. Grammy Karen, good evening. How are you, Miss Grammy Karen? Happy to see you and happy Sunday. Everybody's still saying hello. Butter something says Vote. Yeah, YouTube does that sometimes. That's not my camera. It'll just blur real quickly. Me and Boom were on the phone for like hours trying to figure out this particular squash. I think I narrowed it down to it's a winter squash. A lot of vegans eat it. I'm like in love with this thing. Oh, but I did find it's a form of a pumpkin with a beautiful coloring. It's in the winter squash family and it is completely bug resistant. So I'm excited to try that. But yeah, I'm going to have to do some rearranging in my garden for sure. But me and Boone were on the phone for hours trying to figure out like the names of these different squashes that I want to try this year. Everybody's saying hello to Grammy Karen. Happy that she's here. How is everyone tonight? I am well. Just like, I don't know, a little on the chilly side. I went outside, had to shovel my vehicle out. Well, I did 2 shorts of when it first started. If you want to check that out. My 2 dogs, they're little and they went out the door like, yeah, no, because Trent didn't go out there. If Trin would have went down the steps, they would have saw a path or whatever, and I wasn't going out there. So they just peed right there on the patio, like, yep, nope, and wanted to come right in. They didn't want nothing to do with the snow. But, you know, I took a video of like, gotta love the weather. Like my SUV wouldn't turn over, battery was dead. The plow guy plowed the front of my SUV and oh, it's been a peach, let me tell you. Well, starting from seed, everything except for 6 pepper plants that we overwintered, great producers last year and had to save them. Red silo, I thought about doing that, but then I changed my mind because I decided I was going to hold on to some other things like my rosemary in a couple different pots. They're in the front window. Chamomile, which didn't make it. That front window gets really hot. And plus my one dog, it's like all the herbs for grilling. She's been laying in it. So, you know, it's kind of hard. But yeah, I should have probably have saved. It was the real long red sweet pepper that I was getting. It's the Italian one. I think it's Carmen, I think it's called. I'm not really sure. Like 1,000%. Now that I'm caught up on the link. Hello, everyone, says Kitchen Shenanigans. Shannon, that is. I buy seeds from True Leaf Seeds. Great germination and great price. Yeah, so stay tuned. Oh, why is that doing that again? Yeah, so stay tuned. I decided that, you know, I want to, even if it's basic skills, you know, to try to teach anyone to be able to grow anything with everything that's going on in the world. That's kind of the series I'm doing. I think gardening for beginners, right on down to like, what's a seed mat? What do you do first? So forth and so on. So I only had one video out for that. And that was just to explain why I hot water my soil, you know, and I got a lot of comments on that. Like even Marlene, I think it was, or was that Kat that was saying that she has like gnats in her houseplants. This is why I always sanitize my soil if I don't make it myself, you know. If you, no matter, really, honestly, no matter where you get it, you should disinfect it. And disinfecting it is by pouring the hot water over it. So that was that video. And that's why I've done that, because you kind of want to start your season off the right way, you know. Hello from England. Hello, Mr. Paul Honeyman. How are you, my friend? Happy Sunday. People are still saying hello. Everybody said hello to Paul now. Pretty good. Very Begin Homestead. How about you? $1.25 tree seed are not too bad. They worked for me last year. Hygge, yeah, like that's what's going to come up in my video. I mean, 4 for $1, even at the dollar store. There's quite a few that I use. That's not just MI Gardener, stuff like that. Well, this container is MI Gardener. But I save like seed packages that I run out of. Like I have Burpee seeds, American seeds. You can find that like at your Home Depot or whatever. But yeah, you don't have to save one seed company for sure. I mean, so I am doing a video on that. Then I have dollar store. The only time I have Baker Creek is if somebody sends me Baker Creek. And then my bug out seed bag and those seeds, and then Ferry Moore seeds. So, I mean, I use an array of seeds. But yeah, they definitely do germinate, Hygge. Absolutely. Do you use any blood meal and or bone meal, Big Leg? Gear for what? You mean like to start your seedlings? Because should I show you now? Y'all better love me because I wasted some seeds to do this for my video. I keep getting all these questions like, what does leggy mean? And I'm like, you know, I could, and I explained it 3 times. 3 separate people. And then I thought, here comes 4 more comments. And I thought, let me just do it. And then I'll do a video on it. So let me show you for maybe the newbie gardeners of what leggy looks like. Here's leggy. Welcome to the leggy broccoli. You see how long it is? And it does that because it's reaching for the sun. This would have needed to be up potted. Up potting means you take it out of this, put it in a cup of soil or something else that's bigger, and the lights have to be closer to it. So I did this to some broccoli on purpose so I could show what leggy means. Because a seedling, let me separate this one if it will separate. I think, come on. Let's see here, cooperate. Okay, it's a little lanky, but a seedling should definitely not be this tall. And like, see that? It just flops right over. That's what leggy is. It's reaching for the sun. I did it, and there's no grow lights up here yet. I don't have the shelves set up yet. So I just did an experiment so it would reach towards the light from the door so that I could show that in upcoming video. So yeah, let's see. So as far as gear is concerned, blood meal and or bone meal, the fish, blood meal. I had a problem last year. I have the video, I didn't post it. It was technically for Shed Wars, but I forgot to post it, which, I had a busy season and 3 phone problems last year, but I used it on my peppers or one of the beds out there. Everything was fine, but one of my beds I had a problem with, and that was from the extreme heat here. Indiana Backyard Gardener helped me to try to figure out what was going on with. I never had blossom end rot. Like, these are subjects I need to talk about in the new series, but with you guys. Blossom end rot you usually see on the bottom of your tomato. It's a lack of calcium. I had a couple of my peppers that were doing that last year, so I went over to Scott, the Black Gumbo, in case you're not familiar with them and you happen to be a new gardener. He does the single seed challenge, which I will be doing that as well. But he had a quick fix recipe. Someone else told me the milk on the foliage. I did that, but he had a calcium thing that he suggested. I have the video gear. I'll post it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So if you see something that shows you peppers and it looking like it's summer when I think we got 8 inches of snow here, you'll understand. But it kind of did fix it a little bit. But here's what the real problem was. It was from the heat. And then we were getting these torrential downpours and tornadoes, hurricanes, whatever they were, 6 of them. And it was just the watering. If you're inconsistent with the watering, it will show up in your peppers. So I did have that happen last year. But I did use, I think it was the fish, the blood meal, in some of my starts last year. You'll see 2 shelves here. I'm going to show you how to garden very inexpensively. You don't need all this equipment. And my seedlings look dry. I should have just watered them. And I had like a tablespoon of the fish blood meal, I guess it's called. And it mixed in a gallon of water. And I poured it in the bottom of my trays. And I came out the next day. Some of my seedlings only had 2 leaves on them. So don't do what I did. I mean, that's the first time I ever messed with it. So when I was playing with it out in the garden, I was like uber nervous and uber careful. But I've never grown any of my seedlings on anything like that. That video is coming out. I want to do chocolate mint. Ooh, hooga. Chocolate mint's good, especially on chocolate martinis. But I guess it depends on what you're using it for. My goal last year was to have a whole big snowball of mint and contained in a big pot. And I did that, and it's beautiful. And it's right near wherever I'm planting my brassicas this year. Good luck. I got to move that big pot because it has like spearmint, all different types of mint in it, less of chocolate mint. I have chocolate mint outside, and I noticed my chocolate mint does not do as good as my, array of regular like spearmint, mint, things like that. So, but it worked really good to keep the cabbage moths away. True story. I know you have been losing sleep over my foot this week. No more pain. Oh my goodness, the tomato choices from Baker Creek are amazing. I know. And candy cane peppers. I did a candy cane pepper last year. It was variegated, but I couldn't think of the word. The last time I went to talk about it, had the white lines in it. Pepper only really got about that big. I think it was different, but would I go out of my way to grow it again? No, absolutely not. Grammy Karen doing well. Thanks for asking. 40 and broke. Hello. Got you running in the background, Melody. Have a good evening, everyone. You as well. Tim, Tiny Tim, Posse. Howdy, everybody. Hello, Tim. How are you? Happy Sunday. Glad to hear it. Let me see. Shannon, that's bloody great, girl. And my gardener are good seeds. Yeah, I've heard some people very recently say, like, poor germination. And I'm like, what? I had one single problem with my gardener. One problem was last season. It was on carrots that I ordered. You get 1,000 like carrot seeds or whatever it is. And Jimmy was watching me open in a brand new pack, and I looked in and I was like, "Do you see that?" And he was like, "Didn't you just open that?" I was like, "Yeah, I had like about 8 or 10 seeds in there." Everybody's like, "Oh, just contact him. He'll fix it." I never did. Boone sent me rainbow carrots. I planted those, which they took forever, but they turned out great. Oh, let's see. Rambling with the Brums. Scott, hello. How are you? Happy Sunday. How are you hanging in there, my friend? Nice to see you. Red Road Home says, hello, anyone I missed? I know. I do that sometimes too. Just tell the truth, Ma. I was being a biatch. Oh, yeah, she was. She was being a biatch, but, you know, she wasn't understanding, like, if I was to do the micro, like, a challenge to get people to grow, they were all like, microgreens. I mean, I knew that's where people's head would go, but she just misunderstood. So we nipped it. Salsa garden is a great idea, says Grammy Karen. I know. What do you think? Because even that a newbie gardener can do a pot and put, you know, a small tomato plant in there, jalapeno, you know, parsley or cilantro. I know cilantro is like a, you either love it or you hate it. I like cilantro in my salsa. I really do. I just don't like eating it, you know, raw like some people do, because I really do think it tastes like soap. But salsa gardening in a pot, I think that's probably going to be the ticket. That's what we're going to do on this channel, to entice people to try to grow something that they like. And I don't really know a lot of people that don't like salsa. So hopefully that's a win-win right there. Whatever you do, Melody, count me in. Thank you, Huga. Hopefully you like salsa. Yes, salsa garden. Yeah, Annette, are you going to grow a salsa garden? But mainly like using the word pot on YouTube. Like, oh, you can't say the word pot. They'll shut you down. I'm like, not in the gardening community. I mean, we say pot all the time, you know? And I'm like, YouTube was to do something like that over the word, you know, growing in a pot. When we were trying to think of like a title or some type of challenge or whatever, you know, that came up as well. And I'm like, that's just silliness. So I know Becky from Acre Homestead is doing container gardening. I think like the cloth bag ones. I want to get the real big one. I definitely want the real big one. But yeah, so I was thinking, and you know, to try to do something with some of my new subscribers that really don't have a clue on how to grow anything. I would be super happy if they just grew an herb, you know, but that's the idea, is to encourage them. That's why I'm doing like these, what did I name it? I don't know if it's the permanent name, but gardening for beginners. So you might see something and be like, she talked about that before. If you do see that, it's because I'm trying to bring the new subscribers along that really don't know how to garden. And they want to garden. I have some people that say they have a black thumb, and I'm like, no, you don't. Listen, any seed is meant to grow. Put it in the dirt. Give it a little bit of water. You can do it. Let's see. Thank you for that, Paul, taking care of that. Hello, Scott. Thank you so much. You don't know how much that means to me. Scott's a good guy. Very good guy. People are still saying hello. You were okay, Shannon. You always come from a place of love. You are a good girl. Shannon just wanted everybody to know she was just being a little bit of a bitch. Can I do that? Towards me when I said, I want to do this challenge to entice people to grow something in a pot. Like, you can't use pot. And then I was like, well, what about micro? Or no, I think Shannon, somebody in her life might have brought up micro. And I'm like, can't go with micro because that's microgreens. And she's like, you know what? Bleep, 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 bleep. To put it nicely. She did. But I forgive her. Buttercup squash. Oh, there's Vim. She figured it out. Buttercup squash. I am so looking forward to that this year. I cannot wait. Grammy Karen says it was sunny today for a change. I put a jacket on and sat in a rocker on the porch soaking up the sun. Oh, I would have done that too. I was too busy shoveling snow out today, Miss Grammy Karen. Oh, mercy. This is Boone. Checking in from Ohio. Sunset Hosta Farm. Hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. We're just gardening, talking, and seeds. But welcome. How was your weekend? Let's see. You have a camera that focuses every time you lean forward. It focuses in on you when you lean back and have to focus back. Well, on this S9 Plus, it never usually does that, but ever since I started going live through YouTube, it does it. Um, Saying hello to Tim. I really like you sharing the basics, and it helps me very much. Oh, Miss Ann Dale, I so appreciate that, my darling. So yeah, if you happen to have been a long time subscriber and you saw what I did with the soil last year and the tote, listen, I'm gonna be honest, I was just way too lazy. Plus my left foot was hurting to carry that tote upstairs, but the dirt that's in the tote is so stinking dry. I'm like, I'm just gonna scoop it out. And I had like a tin for a turkey that I never used. And so I just put some dirt in that. But that was part one. And now we're going to be moving into part two and three, four, five. Who knows where I'm going to take it until I feel as if everybody can go back and look at that as a reference to help them grow. My internet is in and out like crazy tonight. If I disappear, it's because of that. Oh, I hope not, Miss Andale. Much love, my friends. I'm going to spend some time with my hubby. Have a wonderful evening. We're to begin Homestead. You as well. I hope you have a blessed week. And thank you for that. You really did not have to do that. I'm not even joshing, not even a little. Leggy, stretching for the light, skinny, stringy. Yep, like this. This is what leggy looks like. So you will be seeing me doing a video on this. This is what happens when it doesn't have enough light on it. This is what you should not do when you are planting your seeds. But this was my experiment, and this is broccoli, but I could just pinch the top off of the broccoli. Not the whole thing, but it didn't come out with the root. You can literally, Shannon, pay attention to this. You see my leggy little plants? You take the top off, that's considered microgreens right there, and you eat it. True story. Let's see. Wow, trolls, huh? Belly Acres, hello, howdy y'all, just getting here. You are fine. You are fine. Kat, hello, how are you? Hi, friend. How are you doing with the snow? Hope you are staying warm. I'm in this because, let me show y'all, for anybody that's new here and didn't know. I spoke about it before. I was in that skunk challenge. Wait, the Hell's Fire challenge, it was called. I got called out by a dude, and I'm one of them women that cannot be called out by a man because I will prove myself. So I ate skunk. True story. It's in a bottle. It smelled like poop, and I had to put it on my tongue, and I did. And look, I completely forgot I had this shirt. Look at Boone. Does it bring back memories? I survived the Hell's Fire challenge by Nate 408. Made me do it. So yeah, I have that on. And it is a little chilly, and that is why I have this over top of it. But yeah, if you want to see a woman eat I forget how to explain it to you. It's like their juices out of the gland or something, and it was like neon pink. My tongue was glowing, and I stuck the toothpick in real deep and heavy and was like a champ, and I didn't get sick to boot. I just still can't believe I did it. But Jillian Curry, welcome, welcome. You're never late here. Getting warmer, thanks. Thank you, Paul, for that. Yes, too much water and too much heat causes that. Yep, because they were on the heat mat. Well, I did it on purpose. Jillian Curry, I did it on purpose because I'm doing a new series to show people what legginess looks like. Like this could have already been up potted. So, I mean, I did waste a few broccolis just to do this experiment to show what leggy is. So that was just on the heat mat with no grow lights. So when the curtains open, it was leaning and getting real long to reach for the sun. That's going to be that video. Blossom and rot. I added ground up eggshells. Share had 0 plus. Listen, Red Silo. When I first came on the scene of YouTube and started talking about egg in a hole, people were like, what? Like, what do you mean by egg in a hole? I did a whole video on that too. I never plant my tomatoes without digging the hole way bigger than the tomato plant is. And then I always drop an egg in the whole egg, and I just take the little shovel and I crack it, and I put the tomato plant right on the top of it. Kid you not, it's exactly what I do. And my tomatoes do fantastic from that. I think I put a little bit of coffee grinds in the hole last year as well, which is a quick hit of nitrogen, and my tomatoes just loved it. Obviously, if I grew all that food, splitting with all the rain. The other tip for that red silo is to kind of watch your weather, because if you have them there and you're like, well, I think I'll go out and pick them when they're a little bit redder, but you know rain's coming, get them while you can, because that usually comes from the heat, and then the rain comes and you will get a split in your tomato. It happens to the best of us. I'll trade spearmint and peppermint seeds with someone for chocolate munt seeds or chocolate mint. Jillian Carey, I actually need chocolate mint. I don't have any myself. I would absolutely give you chocolate mint if that's what you're saying. That's probably a typo, but I love me spearmint and peppermint. Love it, love it, love it. I put it in my water. I'm not a big water drinker. I put it in my water, and I make homemade iced tea here, and I put globs and globs and globs of mint inside my iced tea. I make it from scratch. It's not too sugary. It's just perfect. And I did harvest a lot of my mint for mint tea for the wintertime, but I've yet to have a cup of mint tea. Yes, I don't have any chocolate mint. Anyone else in here have some chocolate mint seeds? Mrs. Southern Boy Prepper, hello, happy Sunday. How are you? Saying hello, everyone. Let's get down there. I love cilantro. I like it. I don't like it raw because I think it tastes like soap. I'm just getting here. You fast. He is quick. I can't do cilantro. It tastes like soap to me. I agree. When it's raw, it tastes like soap. If it's put in salsa, it's amazing. And I also like it. Oh, what is that? It's the garlic, the olive oil, and it's chopped up. It's good that way too, but that's the only way I'll eat it. I know. Voon put pot, like ha ha ha, like you can't say pot. Yeah, right. We're in the gardening community. Could you imagine if YouTube puts a flag up for saying the word pot? A lot of us grow in pots. Yeah, there's the link already. Paul is quick. Maybe it's the brand of cilantro. When my cilantro goes to seed again, I can send you some. I don't like dried from store. Which one am I talking to? Jelly or Carrie? I'll just say Belly Acres. I'm not sure. I actually grow a slow bolt cilantro. I just don't bother to eat it raw anymore because the other ones, I guess, that I did eat raw just taste like soap. I have a black soul, not a black thumb. Oh my goodness, Shannon. I'm on for a few channels and seeing you on a few, but don't remember posting your link before. Belly Acres. Yeah, Paul's in quite a few large channels. I was just fortunate enough to get him over on my channel. I think it's the red hair that got him. I fell on Shannon. I'm only white on the outside. My soul is Satan's. Oh, Lord. Hello, Erin. How are you? Hi, didn't get notification. That's okay. You are fine. Melody taught me how to start my lavender. Awesome. I did, really? That's pretty cool. You know, I try to teach people what I know. Erin Wade, hello, my love. I'm always honest. My RC garden and kitchen. I'm so sorry. I'm like behind. Good day, Melody, listening with headphones, but I have a medical appointment, so can't be typing here. That's okay. That is okay, my friend. I'm happy to see you here. Oh, Miss Andale said still here, so she didn't lose her internet. She's still here, everyone. The lovely Miss Andale. I love Miss Andale. Shannon, that you are 100%. Saying hello to Daz. Good day, chat. Sorry, can't type, he says. Everyone's saying hello to Daz from my Aussie garden and kitchen. Tim's saying, Daz, good day, mate. There's Mona. Hello, Mona. Sifting some soil 55 says, hello, everyone. Foon says, yes, ma'am. That was awesome, Bake a Leg. Yeah, so I don't know if Foon wants to post the link to the how I won this t-shirt, which I forgot about right here. I survived the Hell's Fire Challenge. Feel free. Go watch it. And then you can tell me if I'm a woman that has some cojones. But then they started talking something about beaver, and I'm like, nope, I'm not doing any more. Because, I'm very friendly with some trappers and hunters and stuff like that. And that's how I got involved in that hot mess. I got called out by a dude like, oh, you want to do it? I'm like, send it right to my house. I'll do it. And Boone was there watching. Did someone say chili? Yes, I'll take a bowl. Oh, chili. As in, Gary, you're funny. I could go for some chili myself too. I understand what microgreens are. I was saying I don't think people would get microgreens and micro gardening confused if you wanted to use micro gardening for your challenge name. Yeah, just wasn't trying to like confuse anybody, but no harm. Let's see. Hey, Gear. You're a good teacher and you are also leggy like me. I know I can't help it. I got these long legs. Funny story, real quick, because I know I'm behind on comments, but the shower here is like a sauna shower. It's so stinking hot, and I love hot water. I miss taking a hot bath. When he was doing the reconstruction of the house, someone told him they wanted their 1970s tub back, apparently, and he believed it, and there's no tub here. And I'm a tub person, so I had to get used to like a sauna shower. I was in the shower the other night and literally, like, oh, I should shave. I got some long legs to be standing up in the shower trying to shave. I washed my hair twice. Well, the hot water ran out for the first time ever since I've been here. And I'm like, what the heck? So guess what? I didn't have to worry about shaving my legs because the hot water ran out. I told Jimmy about it and he was like, wait, it did? It never really runs out. I'm like, I know. I said, but these are two really long legs I have to shave, and that probably is what did it. So he just laughed. Let's see. Oh no, I know what to do with my extra eggs. Thank you. Yes, save them. And if you need to, you could save just the eggshells. Like you're cracking them, you're saving the eggshells. I do that too. I try to rinse them out. And then I'll just put them like in the carton for them to dry, and I'll just crumble them right up in there. Some people like to grind them and put them into a powder. I don't go through all that because it really doesn't make much of a difference. It really doesn't. You can do the whole egg. You can also do eggshells and put like 1/4 maybe, if I had to give you a roundabout, a pinch. Put a pinch of coffee grinds in the whole of your tomatoes. You will not ever get blossom end rot. But that's coming out on the not challenge, out on the gardening for beginners. So make sure you all watch the videos. Is there a substitute for grow mats? They are like 25 a piece for each tray. So if there is a cheaper substitute, I won't invest. Great question, because that's in the video this week. You guys are killing me. Okay. I know that they could be expensive. Try to see if you can go on Amazon and find them any cheaper. But honestly, I mean, this is me keeping it real because I want people to learn how to garden and grow their own food. I did not use a heat mat until last season. No, actually 2 seasons ago. Last season I was short heat mats because I was growing so much on the shelves, but truth be told, heating pad. I used the heating pad for like 6 years and it worked like a charm. The flat heating pad, but I had the one that goes over your shoulder. I used it and still was able to grow food. So that's really the most economical and cheapest way to go, is a heating pad. Try to get a heating pad that doesn't have that timer though, because some of the heating pads today have a timer in it and it will shut down after like yay long. That was a little bit annoying for me, but if you can find just a regular heating pad that's low, medium, high, use that. It's flat, square. I put a towel over top of it and then sat my seed tray right on top of it and kept it on between low and medium. So there's that, Hooga. Hello, chat. I'm cooking but listening. Okay, Barb's Country Home. Hello and happy Sunday, my friend. Snow Garden. Hello. Hello, Melody. Well, hello. How are you? Happy Sunday. People are saying hello to Barb. at work, but I'm listening. Well, thank you, Snow Garden. I do forget Snow Garden's first name. Shoot, dang, I forgot. Everything but the budgets. Oh. Oh. Yeah, if it's Marlene, she's confusing me now with her 2 channels. I saw she sent a Christmas card to Yogi Hollow Farm. She had just got it. And yeah, so I was like, I can never remember her name because it's 2 different channels. It confuses me, so sorry about that. Chocolate mint is, it is a sterile hybrid plant that produces no seeds. Is it? Are you asking me that? Because I don't have a clue. I really don't. I usually just plant my mint seeds. I've dropped the mint seeds in my pot this year with a couple plants I already had started, and they did perfectly well. I did notice, and I think it's because it's first time mint, it did kind of want to end around like end of August, beginning of September. So I was doing an experiment, like if I cut it back, will it regrow some more leaves? And it did. People are still saying hello. Hey, all in the chat. Vandal the Land. Hello, my friend. How are you? I'm so sorry if I'm behind. Welcome, welcome. Like, Erin, you're like the bomb diggity. That's exactly what I was referring to. Chimichurri sauce. I use it. Me and my son make flank steak. I can handle the, I was ready to say salsa. What the heck is the name of it now? Cilantro. I can handle the cilantro, salsa, and that. But eating it raw, nope, it's not for me. It tastes like soap. But I can't believe she figured it out. Erin did. Chimichanga sauce with the cilantro. Yep, that's it. Sunset hostas. Oh, good to know. Let's see. People are saying hello to Vandal. No, some people it tastes like soap too. Not me. I love it. Yeah, I know a lot of people that just eat that raw. Hey, yo. Good evening, Melody. This is Vandal the Land. Good evening. Hello. How have you been? Cindy's place. I'm late, but hello. Cindy, I'm late getting to your comment. You're never late here. Cindy, listen, if you have not checked out Cindy's place, please go over and check her out. She is joining Shed Wars this year. She is trying to grow in Arizona in the desert. She has a really cool, is it herbs? Correct me if I'm wrong or right. But Miss Cindy has a tire garden. Yeah, so go over, subscribe to her, watch her videos. Very, very nice woman. I didn't want to laugh, but kind of did laugh. I'm so sorry, Cindy. She was telling the story on her video. Not going to kill a phrase, but she was trying to like clean out and do a little maintenance in like a really deep, narrow cabinet down below and got herself stuck. Thank God she had her phone. You have to go over and check her out. She's a wonderful woman. Kerry gets home tomorrow. He's been on the road for a month. Oh, well, that will be good. Are you excited to have him back home? It's a long time to be away, a month. Paul, funny man. He always is funny. Mrs. Southern Boy Prepper saying hello to Cindy. Dogs can do some crazy things. My dogs open the door. So when you can figure that out, Shannon, let me know how my 2 little pipsqueaks get the door open all the time. I'm like, can't figure it out. Cindy says, hi, everybody. Jilly, you can't be saying things like that. I don't know what that is. Kitchen, your dogs are perhaps teenagers. Love you too, Mel. Oh, thank you. Freddie, hello, Melody. Hi, Freddie. Sorry if I'm late getting to your comment. Welcome, Farm and Havoc, everyone. That's Freddie, wonderful person. Please go check out his channel as well and subscribe while you're over there. Shannon, because they're smart. Hello, Belly Acres. It's Red Road Homestead. Hello, Farm and Havoc. Child-proof, not dog-proof. Hee hee. People are still saying hello. They don't even have thumbs. I can't barely open that thing. Let's see. Thank you, Paul, for that. Hell's Fire Challenge. There's the link. Boone posted it if you want to go see me actually eat skunk. I don't know. The hunters know how to explain it a little bit better, but it was like fluorescent pink. A little disgusting. And let me tell you something. They were like glued to the screen like, oh, I thought as soon as you opened the package, you would throw up. No, as soon as she gets to the baggie, she's going to throw up. Dude, I put it in my mouth and didn't even throw up, okay? I'm not like a weak person like that. Red Road Homestead getting close to 1K. Show some love. Amen, Freddie. So my friend from Red Road Homestead who won like what, twice tonight over at Garden State Gardener. I was like, wow, she's getting awful lucky. She's like super duper close to 1K. So if you have not subscribed to my girl, please go over and do so. I would greatly appreciate that. Just subbed Farm and Havoc. Thank you, Miss Southern Boy Prepper. What is your name again? I mean, I might get to it at the bottom of the thing. I only shave my legs every other month. I'm lazy. Lori, aka Mystic Soul, says hi, Melody. Hello, Lori. Hey, you already? Okay, I don't shave my legs all winter. Helps keep my socks up. Now, I didn't want to let my secret out, but you know, I mean, I am a redhead, but like it's like a strawberry blonde. I could get away with it because I have blonde hair on my legs, but I didn't shave all winter yet. My legs. We're talking about legs and having long legs and how you'll make the water run out faster. Shining the older I get, I don't get hair on my legs anymore or underarms. Never had really underarms. Oh my goodness. Laugh out loud, Mal. By the time you've shaved both your legs, you need to be careful. You don't burn your butt on the shower mixer tape. Oh my gosh, Paul. Too funny. Small heating pad on low works. Yep, it really does. I did it for, I think, 5 or 6 years I did it. I had a really bad shoulder injury, torn rotator cuff and some other damage, and I was refusing to get the surgery, and the only thing that worked for me is that shock thing. But yeah, it goes around the neck. So that one was a little hard to use, but I still made it work. Plus it also had a timer. So if I can make it work on a really weird, I guess shoulder pad, heating pad, is that the right way to say that has a timer in it and my plants still survive? They will do great on just a regular heating pad. You just have to look because some of the flat straight ones are a little hard to find sometimes, but that's the cheapest way to go. And I think the easiest, just put a dish towel. Actually, I used a beach towel on top of mine. Bath towel. I'm sorry. I put a bath towel on mine to keep the heating pad clean and to also not have it heat up way too much on the bottom and cook them. Thank you for that, Paul. Yep. Barb's Country Home, sub to you. I love it when everyone makes friends. Is there a trick to growing lavender? Every time I try, I get nothing. Well, stick it in your freezer or put it outside if you're like me and it's freezing here. What were we today? 12, but it said felt like 7. Yeah, I believe it. I was freezing all day, and that's why I'm wearing this tonight. They always tell you that it should be put in like really cold temperatures for a certain amount of time, and then you can plant it. But rosemary is not the easiest one to plant. Lavender is the same way. It can be a little tricky, but that's the trick. And that's to either put it in the freezer for like 30 days, a couple weeks, and then get it started. Fast laugh out loud. Red Road, she has a video, and that is great. Boom, you beat me somehow, Paul. I reported it, but it don't say it says Vandal the Land. Thank you to all the moderators in here. It's a little bit of a slower evening, I think. We have 19 people in here. So it's great. It gives my girl Voon a little bit of a break just to hang out and be an actual chat friend. So yeah, great modding, everyone. Hedgehog's Homestead, hello, happy Sunday. Hi guys, I think it is the lag difference in the systems that we all use at Vandal the Land. Hedgehog's Homestead, hello Melody, hello, happy Sunday, how are you? I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Cindy, I'm going to go over and sub to you. This is Miss Southern Boy Prepper, awesomeness. It's Nevada. Oh my gosh, Cindy, okay, I screwed up. Yeah, and you know what I was thinking? Simple Life Reclaimed. Sorry, Cindy. Cindy is Nevada, not Arizona. But, yeah, she's growing in the desert. Hello. People are saying hi to Cindy. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Gear, thanks. Thank you, Paul, for sharing her link. I subbed. Mm-hmm. Let me just keep my finger going. Cindy, I used to live in Vegas, and my mom was an avid gardener. She didn't pass down the green thumb, but she always had the most gorgeous gardens. And now living in Ohio, I understand the difference in soil. Every soil is different. Look how Mel, she put it in her mouth and didn't throw up. Paul, you're so fresh. So let me get to the bottom so I can only once. Lavella. Oh, I thought it was twice. Okay, girl, gotcha. This air in the desert is a whole different animal. It really is. I wouldn't want to be a gardener in the desert at all. Amen. Monashi prepping. Hello, happy Sunday with the Canadian flags and the truckers. God bless all the truckers. That's what I'm going to say to that. I support it 10,000%. I try to never disappoint us, Paul. Cindy, so true. We lived 13 years in Vegas and moved back to Ohio, and certain things she grew out, she didn't grow it. Right there. Here and vice versa. Hello, Miss Tina Ladybug. Hi, how are you? Happy Sunday. Good night, Shannon. Thank you for coming. Cindy, she always had the most beautiful fragrant rose bushes out there. She would spend so much time pruning, etc. Oh. Welcome, welcome, everyone. I feel like it takes forever to get down to the bottom. Cindy's place says, Eric, I'm in northern Nevada. I was born and raised in Ohio near Akron. Is that how you say that? Hedgehog's Homestead. Happy Sunday. Good evening, Melody. Hello, Pamela. How are you? Happy Sunday. Garden State Gardener. Hello, Joe. How are you? I know. I'm so behind. Gets harder and harder to read all the comments. So yeah, make sure everybody checks everybody else. And he says, oh my God, how funny. We lived in Las Vegas, now Cleveland, Ohio. What's the coinky dink of that? See what happens? You know, I love when people meet people that way. Everybody's saying hello to Joe. My mama died 13 years ago today. I've been listening to Roger Miller songs all day. Her favorite, she had a green thumb. Aw, Julie, I'm so sorry, honey. Lots of prayers. Lots and lots of prayers. Used to own 40 acres in northern Nevada. Had a fantastic tumbleweed crop every year. Oh, I'm sure. El Dorado High for Reference Point in Vegas. Hey there, Garden State Gardener. Okay, let's see. I like watching desert growers show water saving techniques. I do watch that too. And I'm at the bottom. So, okay, let me talk about something I want to talk about besides the factor. Well, dang, me sorry to hear, Billy Acres. They had, okay, yeah. I finally made it down to the bottom. I'm so sorry, everyone. So, okay, so you're going to be seeing a video on my MI Gardener seeds. I have a couple things on the cart for Baker's Creek. We'll see if I can get them or not. And I am going to put the order in for the book from Mennonite Farmhouse. Remember the book? It is Farmhouse, isn't it? Mennonite Homestead. I think it's Farmhouse. Anyway, her How to Be Organized book. I'm probably going to look into trying to order that this week. So thank you again, everyone, for that help. And yeah, so I was going through some of my peppers that I grew last season. And I just want to say this before it's too late. If you have a chance to get this Keystone Resistant, try to be all French, Keystone Resistant Giant Pepper, I highly, highly recommend this pepper. It did flawless last year, no problems. It was not one that was getting blossom end rot or anything like that on there. So I was going through some of my peppers to see what I have left, which is not much, to figure out what I really enjoyed and what I'm going to grow again. And I'm just a little disappointed. Like there's probably, let me see, here's another really good one. Let me get it open. I'll tell you how many's in here. Okay. Well, I'm going to be hopefully saving some seeds. But this year's big red sweet pepper, they were huge and they were so delicious. but he didn't have them available on his site. If I back it up, hopefully you can see it. Amazing pepper right there. I kid you not. I would not steer you wrong. I know people are going and ordering their seeds, doing things like that. It's a great bell pepper. Yep, it really is, Joe. It was awesome for me last year. So is this big red sweet pepper by M.I. Gardner. But unfortunately, I couldn't get my hands on it. So that's where seed savings is going to come into play. Hi, Lisa from Yogi Hollow Farm. Hello, Melody Bake a Leg. And chat, listening, and lurking. Ooh, she's lurking. All right, lurk away. I thought only Robert did that in Homestead Aquarius for Shed Wars. But happy Sunday, though, Lisa. So, yeah, so this big red sweet pepper right here was not available. So, I have a few in here, probably about maybe 6, maybe 7. So, goal for me for this year is to save the seeds from this pepper. I thought that I did save a few, but the basement's a whole other story here, my friends. My bell pepper, let me see. My bell pepper didn't get very big. I grew it in a pot on my patio. Was the soil nice and fluffy? Like, did you use a potting soil? I'm trying to think what would the reason would be. And did it have compost? Did you give it fertilizer? And I'm going to say this right now. There's a lot of people that will tell you to chop the heads of your pepper plants off. My friends, more power to them. I don't do that. They say it gives them a bushier pepper plant. I don't do it. And my peppers, literally, me ripping them out, made it past the top of my shoulders. My peppers were absolutely amazing last year. So, yeah, so I'm trying to figure out what's going to go where in my garden. And what was some amazing things I grew last year. So that Carmen Italian, Joe, help me out. It's the long red one. Oh, it's like beefy, but it's long. There was like 2 Italian ones I absolutely adored, but it really didn't matter anyway because M.I. Gardner was sold out of a lot of things. People are saying hello to Lisa. Erin, okay. I'm listening from Canada and working on my business website. Monashi prepping, you do that. So appreciate you being here and appreciate you actually putting that inside the chat, what you put earlier, because I've been staying on top of that this weekend. Mona saying hello, Vanilla Loon, Billy Acres, potting soil. Tina says potting soil. Well, and here's the other thing too, like when I say gardeners are always learning, we really are. We're not perfect. I don't know why I did what I did last year, considering I absolutely know better. But I guess it's because I built that garden and I was trying to get everything done. Do you remember? And if you don't, you could go back and look. And I still don't have all the gardening videos in its right place. I'll get there eventually. But the one bed was half all hot. I didn't go cuckoo on the hot peppers. And they got bit by the frost and the leaves looked purple. And I was saying to Daz, I wonder what's going on with my pepper plants. I'm like trying to think of every disease it could possibly have. And here it got just a quick snap. Normally, if that happens, you will lose your peppers. But mine, it stunted their growth. No one this entire growing season did a comparable. Like, why is your hot peppers not as tall as your sweet regular peppers? That's because they got bit by the frost. So I know it's very hard to figure out the last frost date. I've had some comments on that. So that video is coming out this week, how you can tell. But for the people that are in here, you can just literally, Google is your friend sometimes. Okay, I'll say it that way. Go into Google, type in Farmer's Almanac, and type in your zip code. Mine's 19020. Okay, let me give you 2 examples. Mine's 19020. So I typed it in, and it came up April the 16th being my last frost date. I just so happened to look on Google and let it send me somewhere else, and it said like the 22nd. I mean, that's, it's like a week, but the way that you figure out when is the safe time to start your plants indoors, because not all of us can plant year round, is you would look on the back And like I said, this is being discussed in a video, so please make sure you stay tuned to that series. But for tonight, for some people in here that don't know how to garden, you would look on the back of your seed pack, and it tells you it takes 14 to 21 days to germinate, right? So this is because it took me a hot minute to figure it out. So what I normally do is it'll say like, okay, here it is. Start seeds indoors in a sunny, warm location 7 to 8 weeks before your last spring frost. So when you type in your zip code, and we'll just go with like, well, I might have picked a higher one. Let's just say April the 20th. You then count back 7 to 8 weeks. There's your date. That's when you know to start your peppers. Inside, that's exactly what it says on the back of here. 7 to 8 weeks before the last frost. Start your seeds indoors. So that's how you do it, is count backwards. So you will see a more thorough video on how you can figure that math out. But like I said, for, knowing when your first frost is and when your last frost is the most important thing as a gardener. Knowing when to start your seeds and when not. Paul says, big leg, you mean this limit? Yes, thank you, Paul. Trim it. Cindy, that is so funny. Just missed each other. Let's see. Marconi. Oh, I'm so sorry. I got so excited. Joe, I couldn't get them this year. You believe that? I didn't even see them on Baker Creek. I think it was another Italian pepper that's sitting in my cart on Baker Creek. But the Marconi, my friends, if I can recommend, because, I'm trying to recommend some peppers. If you are still trying to get some seeds, doesn't matter where you want to order them from. My Marconi peppers were phenomenal. And I would char them up, get them all black, and make some sweet, roasted red peppers. Oh my goodness, my friends. Delicious. Especially when it's hot, you don't feel like eating. They did absolutely phenomenal in this new garden. Thank you for that, Joe. Oh, you trimmed it. That might be why. I don't trim mine. So if you want to use the pot, which we're going to be starting from 1 on this new little series I'm doing to bring everybody along on how you can start to grow your own food, but you'll just be following me. I grew 5,266 or 65 pounds worth of food last year, so I think I got that. But I do make mistakes like everyone else, but I want to make people feel more secure. Like, who was it? Huga had a great question in this live. That the seed mats, which is really weird because this is all coming up in videos this week. The seed mat. Okay, I'm just going to cut to the chase and not say seed mat again. You ready for what I have to say? Okay, here we go. Don't judge, but this is coming out in the video. I'm getting a little, should I say tired or frustrated? Probably frustrated is a better word. The world is not in a good place right now. Words of encouragement is what's really needed to help people. Sharing seeds will help people. But when I see some of these channels with these fabulous grow lights and they're using the top of the top seed company, it's like, that's not really going to resonate with the average gardener. I literally am going to do it the same way. I don't care that I'm monetized or not, but y'all are going to see me using 2 plastic shelves, 2 lamps that came from Target with grow bulbs in it. Money is so tight these days for people that do want to garden that I'm getting DMs, is that the right way of saying it, on Instagram of I don't think I could do it because you need that. So I'm coming out with a whole video on that, but that's frustrating me because, and I did say, you can go over, you can watch my channel. I literally used a heating pad. I didn't have seed mats until 2 years ago, maybe it was. I'm not getting grow lights. They're too overly priced. You have Haas Tools. One of his seed trays alone, a 75 cell count. You ready? Here we go. 75 cell count, couple bucks, right? People will be like, they're flimsy, blah, blah. Listen, I've used this about 4 times, this particular one. And I washed it out. It does good. I grow 75 seedlings in here, and I think this was about $6.99, $7. Haas Tools is running an advertisement that says $49 for their seed tray, which you could apparently run it over with your card and it will still be okay. And once I went into it, I think it's the real big one. I don't know if it's 75 sell, but it's probably, let's just say 100. The thing is a couple $100. I mean, let's be realistic here. I'm more for your average person that doesn't know how to grow. I am a channel that's monetized. Could I go get the lights? Probably, but I don't need them. I can grow just off of regular bulbs. And I feel like what these big channels are doing, or some people that have no skills in gardening, are going right out and buying like the most expensive lights and so forth and so on. And I just stand back and I'm like, why would they do that? They don't even know how to grow yet. You don't want to make an investment, which is what I'm trying to say that you'll see the video for. You don't want to make that investment being a new gardener. Don't worry about what you see everywhere else. Worry about what makes you feel comfortable, what's affordable to you, what your wallet or pocketbook can handle. You don't need the latest and greatest to grow 5,266 pounds of food. I kid you not. That's my video that's coming out this week. So I let the cat out of the bag because it's scaring people. It really is. And I'm here and I'm going to take you through the whole entire season. Like I said, using 2 shelves. I do have the heat mat. So, I mean, they're a little bit affordable, but I didn't prior. I was using a heating pad, like I said, and I am just using 2 lamps from Target that have the bulbs in it. And that's that. My objective here is to not have people get discouraged about gardening because they see these people buying these most expensive. No, that's the only way I can grow food, they said. I'm like, that's not true. So that's the video that's coming out where I source my seeds. Do you have to have the latest and greatest equipment in order to be a good gardener? No. And here's my point here. And I know I sound a bit passionate right now because I am. Let's just say you go and you spend $100 to $200 from Haas Tools for that seed tray. And then you don't like to garden. Maybe you're going to go spend $200 to $400 on the grow lights. And it doesn't work out for you. Then what? See what I'm saying? Let me catch up. Jimmy Nardello, you got it. Joe, you're just way too good for me, my friend. They were like the 2 top peppers that I thoroughly enjoyed that were Italian. And I can't get the seeds for them. Sent you green peppers could be the same as it's a green pepper allowed to ripen. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Joey. Quarter Zero. Yep. I mean, 3. Joe is just unbelievable. I mean, I know I got a little worked up just then a minute ago, but I'm very passionate about what I believe in. And it's even worse now financially with the world and the things going on, that what I am trying to do this year is to encourage people to garden and garden on a budget and not be scared or frightened, because we have a great garden community here. If I don't know something, like I couldn't remember 3 Italian peppers I just planted in my garden, and Joe, boom, boom. See what I'm saying? Like, I will direct them to someone else if I don't know, how to solve a problem. Let's see. Yep, Joe named all 3 of them, and they were my favorite, and neither one of the 3 are available, but I could highly recommend them to you if you just want a really good Italian sweet pepper right there. Mrs. Southern Boy Pepper, have a wonderful evening, everyone. I subscribe to every link I saw tonight. That is awesome. I'll be showing support on your channels. I'm off to bed. Stay safe, everyone. You as well. We tested our soil today, so I am excited to see what we need to add to amend it. I saw that on Instagram. That's a good, can I use your soil tester as an example? Lisa, I mean, I looked it up. The soil tester was like $50. The average gardener can't afford that. I got a new garden last year, spent a lot of money to put the garden in there. Did I buy a $50 soil tester to test my soil? Nope. No. There's other hacks and tricks and ways. And there's other affordable ones. Is the way that I'm trying to steer the people that are contacting me and are scared about gardening because other channels are frightening them. It's just like, you don't have to buy all the top high-end things to have a very successful garden, is the moral to my story. But yeah, that's going to be exciting though for you, Lise. Let me know how that works out, honey. Let's see. Cindy, 20 years ago, I would have wanted to be back in Vegas, but not anymore. I'm hoping for beefy long Peter pepper at Garden State Gardener. Yeah, I was hearing about that pepper tonight as well. And it's some other one that he mentioned that he said is very expensive. Beefy and long. I think my, and I had one season where they really didn't do too good. What was I going to say? Oh, my beefsteak tomatoes. They did wonderful last year, but they also came from the sustainable seed companies, you know. So that could be a reason why. What's the best for a small patio? I grew a squash plant, but it only produced one at a time. Tina, Ladybug, I'm doing a whole series, honey. You know, why I soaked my dirt with hot water. What do you need to garden? I will try to answer everyone's questions. They do have the container bags. You might need a bigger pot. I mean, I grew sweet potatoes in a bigger pot. But that might be the issue. You might need a bigger pot because it needs more room. Or you can try with a trellis, and believe it or not, you can get your squash plants to go up the trellis, because I did that last season as well. So it could be either it needs more room and it might need a trellis. Google is the devil, but I use the devil to my advantage, says Gear. Take a leg, sweetie. What's a non-chemical way to deal with aphids? Okay, mint. Mints in a big pot. That's what I did last year. I really didn't have a lot of aphids. This is being honest with you. I did purchase the golden, let me think. Don't hold me to it, but Joe's in here. He'll correct me if I say it wrong. It's the golden squash. I was so super excited about it, and I got the most amount of aphids on it. I just put a little Dawn dish soap in the water, like in a water bottle with a little bit of vinegar, and you can spray it off. But normally you'll see holes in my plant if I get aphids, because that's me. Wherever they are, I'm just ripping the leaf and taking the whole thing and disposing of it. You know, not anywhere near my vegetable garden, of course, but I usually, because I'm 100% all organic, I will usually just use some Dawn. But normally I don't really have that problem with aphids because I have mint and stuff in the garden, and that kind of helps it. But the one plant that I did buy from Home Depot, because I think I got the white eggplant elsewhere, that one was the only one out of all those zucchini plants that I planted close together. The aphids went to that golden squash or something it was called. It's like a zucchini that had a lot of aphids on it. So that told me right there that I'm better off if I like that so much. But I did some reading up on it, and it does say that that particular one is known to get aphids. The thing that I experienced a little bit last year was the squash worm. I was actually investigating the suckers and cutting into the bottom. So what I'm going to do this year is one of two things, or both. I am going to get some insect netting. That is in my Amazon cart. And the other thing that I made a suggestion on doing, because I did try to do foil around the bottom of the stem and it didn't work. But you can get like workout tape that stretches and go right around the bottom. And then you'll bury the tape and the stem down into the ground. Works like a charm. Let's see. My ghost peppers did pretty good, says Tina. Oh, that's awesome. They're hot, Tina. Troll. Mary, hello, Mary. I'm so sorry, rambling on. Got a little bit passionate about something. Good evening, Mel and everyone. Mary Jemson's here. We're going to experiment and plant seedlings earlier, hoping to have more mature plants go outside since our season is so short. Yes, I suggested that to you last year, especially your tomatoes and peppers, because a lot of squashes and stuff and carrots you cannot do them in the house, they won't do well. They don't like the roots disturbed. But I mean, I've done a zucchini in the house before, and it survived. But for peppers and tomatoes, when you have a very short growing season, you have no other choice, and that is to start it in the house. So I don't know. Was Lisa in here when I showed? This is my experiment to show new gardeners what leggy looks like when you don't put a light near your seedlings. I did this on purpose with some broccoli so I could show it in my video this week. So I just left it with no light so it would reach towards the store window, and yeah, so I could show what leggy was. Roasted red peppers. They were so good. I can't even explain how good those 3 Italian peppers were, that I need them in my life. A little frustrated because I can't find them anywhere. Yes, roasted red pepper, cream sauce for pastas, out of this world, and homemade. Yum. Amen, Aaron. Let's see. Tractor Supply and the big box stores had the seeds out. Last year, by spring, they were almost gone. Yeah, they will go very quickly. So that's why this week, one of the top videos I'm putting out is like, where do I source my seeds? Are people restricted to just go to like an MI Gardener or, anywhere? No, I'm going to direct my subscribers to go to the dollar store or get like Burpee, or what's the other one? American Seeds is a good one as well. Whatever they can afford, get it. Show somebody who can do it with a dollar store seeds. That's what I want to see. Well, Hedgehog's Homestead, I did quite a few of them last year, but that would be my pleasure. I will absolutely grow anything from a dollar store from beginning to end and bring you through it the whole season. I kid you not. I did say I have these like garden tags. When someone wants me to do something or they send me a specific seed, like Joe did, he sent me all that basil. So I have a nice little, it's going to be like Garden State Garden. Well, I'll just probably call it Joe's Garden. So yeah, anybody that sends me seeds, I'm putting like the stick. They're really cute. You'll just have to wait and see it. But the dollar store seeds, I mean, they germinate, they work. So I have no problem doing that. Show somebody who can do it with a dollar store seeds. That's what I want to see. Well, you'll be seeing it. Pamela says, Melody, I still have a Baker Creek Marconi from 2000. Oh, yes. Pamela, absolutely. If someone can post my email address for Pamela Lopez, that'd be awesome. 2019, they'll be fine. That's the other thing. People are like, well, I'm not sure because it's dated 2018. No, your seeds will still live. They'll still be fine. But I really appreciate that, Pamela, so much. I still have a Baker Creek. Yes, thank you, Paul. I know I'm behind. I bought 8 grow lights for $64 on Amazon. Pamela, that's a good price. I think I was in Will It Grows, because Cosmic Cultivators were in there as well. And he was talking about he found grow lights for $9.99. And they were like, what? And he said, yeah, on sale. So, I mean, I will absolutely encourage you. You can afford $9.99 for grow light. It's going to help you to grow food. Absolutely. But when people are spending $200-$300, sometimes $400 for grow lights, and directing their subscribers to do that, or like bragging about it, I just think it's just wrong. That's just me personally. It's just wrong. I'm in not the best financial situation, but if I wanted the lights, yeah, I would just go get them. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm going to do the same thing this year that I did last year, which is what I said I would do to show everyone how they can grow that amount of food. Garden tours are usually on Saturdays. That will never change unless, I don't even want to say it. I'll have to be that person who either records first thing in the morning or later on in the evening, because I went through 3 phones last year because of the heat. But yeah, that'd be like awesome to bring everyone along through this entire season. On how I did everything I did last year. And we're going to do it on a budget without spending a gazillion dollars. And yeah, to build some confidence in people that really need to have their confidence built up, so that they can grow something to feed their family is my purpose here. Who's it? Okay, this is Lisa. I bought the grow lights and heating pads last year on sale. And it was the only year I had healthy seedlings. That's great. No sun here and cold, even in the house. Yeah, I mean, it's chilly in here, but I'm kind of proud of my bulbs. My bulbs are from Home Depot. There's a video on them. And I bought both my lamps from TJ Maxx and I just screwed them in and it works great. But yeah, I mean, Simple Living Alaska got this shelf that I have like jars on. It's like that. And not such a like a big grow light, but one that shows the red and blue and yellow specks in it. But she even says, is it ideal for us to be trying to, jumpstart our season inside the house? She's like, no. And it takes a lot of finagling, and it really does. But I don't want anyone to get frustrated. If your season is short, do what you got to do, But I have some people that have never grown a thing a day in their life that are just scared, and that scared me. And I was like, we could do this together. I mean, I could go out tomorrow if I wanted and get the lights. I don't need them. I'm going to do the same thing I did last year to prove to everyone that you don't need to have all these expensive things in order to be able to have a garden or grow things in a pot or a bucket or, start them in your house. So, let's see. I found some seeds there, 5 years old. I will try if they grow. Oh, yeah. Whew. That would be good. Farm and HVAC. Let me see. I wish I had a grow room in my house, but nope. Me neither. You all heard me, Voon. You especially. I don't want a garden in my dining room again. Guess who has to garden in the dining room again? I do. So on the lives, you will see one shelf, then you'll see another shelf right there. You'll see the whole setup. As a matter of fact, I think I did a video on my basic grow station setup, but last year I had 2 shelves filled to the brim with plants everywhere. I agree. Hedgehog's Homestead. That's good for Freddie. Yep. Try them out, Freddie. Laugh out loud. We use our catch-all room at Boone and use a folding table with pallets. See, now that was the thing. Jimmy has a table downstairs. I was going to use that for gardening on. But then I think when my friend brought over Christmas stuff and he said he had a mouse in his attic, a couple mice in his attic, I think he brought one here because I saw my sunflower seeds or the bottom of my packages get messed with. So I don't want to garden down there because they're my babies. Once I start them, they will be right here. They'll get extra light from the window, like the doors too. That's another big thing. You need to still have supplemental heat, like supplemental light. I'm sorry, even if you do have the best of the best grow lights. You got to know when to put them flat down and when to start raising them up. So I mean, this door worked really good last year. I don't either, Boone, in a tiny cabin. Yeah, Red Road Homestead. You saw me last year. Right or wrong, girl. 2 full shelves sitting here on a basic setup. Yep, we use cheap OLED, grow lights from Amazon. Plastic rack covered in plastic and 3-year-old seed starting racks. Heck, we started in red solo cups. Heck, Red Silo Homestead. So did I. I think that was a Jess from Roots and Refuge thing. But I was getting like these containers from Jay from the dental office, and he was putting the holes in them, so I was using them. And styrofoam cups were a big hit last year for me. I'm going to be honest with you about that. Until I can figure out a different way. But you're not using as much soil. You have to remember the red silo cups, they're going to be taking a lot of soil. But heck yeah. Thank you, Melody, for doing that. That's awesome. Oh, you are so welcome. I'm tighter than bark on a tree, and I do everything the cheapest, and it all works. Thank you, Joey. I mean, I did say that I wanted to be a little bit more thorough, a better teacher, and I guess that's kind of why I was a little MIA recently. I mean, I will post some political things on my stories, but not on my actual Instagram page. But yeah, I was getting some messages in my DMs the last few days, and it just kind of has me like, I feel bad. I feel bad, but I am a determined woman that we're all in this together, and I am going to teach. Whether it's one person learns off of me, I'm telling you, you don't need expensive to be able to grow a lot of food. And that's it. A seed's a seed. Put it in the dirt. It wants to grow. That is pretty cool. I have a big family, not so much extra anything. That is true for Boone, Lisa. I get grow light bulbs from the dollar store, but I will try the heat mat. Thanks, Melody. Yeah, the seed mats. I think I have one down here. I can show you if you can afford them. They're like $22. Or I think Huga said she saw it for 24. Hold on, let me grab this one. This is a 10 by 20.75 one. And you have to remember too, last year I got a gift from Free. She sent me 2 heat mats because I grew so much food last year. I was short 2 of these heat mats and she sent it to me. But literally a heating pad the same size does the same thing. Kid you not. Kid you not. If you can find something on sale, absolutely 10,000%, you do you. Me, I'm just trying to teach people to grow food and that they can do it on a budget. And it's easy to actually grow food. Some people are just like, I can't do it. I can't, but yet they didn't even try. Red Solo Cup, I fill you up. Let's grow some marigolds. Let's grow some marigolds. He says, Gear. That's funny, Gear. I might have room one day when the kids leave the nest. I have 4, but in this day and age, who knows? Food, that's so true. I know, Gear, that was funny. Beautiful singing voice, Gear. That's what I use, your Gear and Red Solo Cup. Yeah, they take a lot more soil. Oh my goodness. How late am I? 10:17. Oh no, is Jared still here? Hey, Mom. Hi, Jared. Hi, honey. Sorry, passionate garden moment. Hope you're still here. If you are, let me know. That is my youngest, the baby, right there, my friends. Hello. Sorry, I'm late. Just finished eating supper. Hello, Mennonite Farmhouse. How are you? I'm late. I know. I'm late getting down to the bottom. I can't believe I probably just missed my son, and now I'm going to be like ticked. I used some red Solo cups too. We seed started sugar peas last year in plastic water bottles. Don't need no fancy setup. That's true. And you know what else Red Silo Homestead? If you have like a piece of a gutter that had fallen off, put the dirt on there, plant your seedlings, and then you could just slide it right into the bed. Tell me how I know. Voon, grow mushrooms under the kids' beds. No place on earth darker. I use solo cups too. Yeah, I mean, you could go a little bit smaller. It's just the cost of soil. You know, like I was kind of TO'd because I wanted to make my own potting seed mix and they didn't have the real big one. So, you know, for my subscribers and teach people how to grow, I picked up this size peat moss because all you really need for seedlings is peat moss. And I grabbed perlite right here. Seedlings just need it soft and fluffy. But once you go to up hot, those seedlings, they need to go into something that has some nutrition in it. The soil will have to have nutrition in it. Billy Acres, Jillian Carey, I agreed. If you spend all this money to grow, it's easier to buy organic vegetables. See right there, it's a perfect point, Freddie. Thank you so much. Jared, hello, Boone. Oh, is Jared still here? Hi, honey. He has no idea how much I miss this boy. We amended the soil past 2 years with all the recommended stuff, and the soil is so awful. Oh, no, I hope not, Lisa. Mennonite Farmhouse in the house. That's right, Paul says. I wanted to change a thing either. Red Road. I started flowers and cucumbers last year in red Solo cups. I did that the year before last. The square bottom. All they had done pretty good. Yeah, mine did pretty good too. But you can go, they have like the neck size down. I don't know if you have that where you are. You know, the big red Solo cup, they have the half size, which is a little bit more feasible as far as the price of dirt is concerned. So, because you're going to have to up pot it. It's going to have to go into potting soil. Me either. Let's see. Jarrett Rose in the house. She'll see you in a minute at Jared. Oh, I'm so sorry. Bye, Cindy. Love you. Let me see. Is he still here? All good. Laugh out loud just watching some videos and saw she was live. Oh, it's my boy. That's the baby. I love him and miss him. He has no idea. Thank you, Jared, for coming in. How's Lindsay doing? Mint, Dawn, water, vinegar, mint. It's so true, Monashi prepping. I'm telling you. Golden squash is actually golden squash. Thank you, Joe. Melody, you have peppers coming soon. Laugh out loud in the atomic rate. Shut the back door. Oh my gosh, Joe. People, when I tell you I love seeds and I love to grow food, I think I might have been born in the wrong era. I don't know. I cannot believe that Mr. Joe, Garden State Gardener, is sending me peppers. And I was talking to him, and I told all my subscribers that a little something for myself is that colorful little bowl of like a different array of like cherry tomatoes. The atomic grape tomato, my friends. Thank you, Joe. You have no idea. That's amazing, my friend. Oh, I'm a little speechless there, and I know I'm behind on comments. I hadn't heard that before about borax. Yeah, I heard borax, but I wouldn't dare put that in my soil. Crazy. Even squash bugs had a heck of a time with those last year. Yeah. Also, boric acid works, and it's not dangerous. And I just don't use it. When I say like I don't like any chemicals at all, I mean that to a T. But I use borax to make my own laundry soap. Hey, Garden State Gardener, check out my video tomorrow. Your channel sticker is very visible. Says Mennonite Farmhouse. Oh, I know. I got to get Joe's sticker. Thank you, Mennonite Farmhouse. I know you can use it in the household for stuff. Good to know. Another troll. Thank you, moderators. Awesome. Thanks. We'll try that this year. Lots of spam bots tonight. You are right, Gear. What are the 3 peppers that you want? Oh, Joe, can you write them again? What were the peppers? The Marconi. And I love this, honestly, this Keystone resistant pepper was phenomenal. And I can't get it anywhere. I was here, and I know Leggy well, laugh out loud, every single year until last year. Oh, no, really, Lise? Well, I wasted some broccoli seeds so I can do my video on Leggy because, some new gardeners, got to prevent them from making that mistake. 20 Mule Team is what Grandma used. I always do. And if I can't find or run out, I use boric acid. I also spray around the house. I will do that around the house, but I put nothing in the garden. Seeds are seeds. Amen, Lisa. Sorry for typos, letters, worms all out. Believe me, my keyboard was acting up this entire weekend in people's lives. Except for Friday. Friday, I did a little me time. Grandparents are the best. They know so much. That is true. Well, y'all, have a great night. Heading off to bed. Early day tomorrow. Hope everyone has a great week ahead. Red Silo Homestead, thank you for coming per usual. I greatly appreciate it, and I really hope you have a fantastic week. Just stay tuned for the videos. Have a great week. Happy Sunday, everyone, says Mennonite Farmhouse. There's my email address. Boone had posted that. I'm behind. You know how that goes. We got 2 for $34. Not bad. Not at all. See, like that's a sale to me. But when I see people with like $200 to $400 like grow lights, I'm like, how are you going to make that money back? That's the way my mind thinks. I'm already thinking about it this year. Let me let the cat out of the bag. I'm putting a table outside, and because I had a lot of stuff last year, a lot. And a gentleman came down, and I was like trying to give him peppers, and he was so persistent on paying me $20. So he's the one that gave me the idea about putting a table out there and me selling my produce. Pamela Lopez. Yep. Thank you, Paul, as well. I should have done it your way. Paul. Oh, Boone, you cheated, he says. Thank you, Boone. And Paul says, Pamela, that's awesome, Pam. Freddie says, good night to Red Silo Homestead. Oh, peace and love. Stay safe at Red Silo Homestead. Let's see. If you don't take meds, good nitrogen source is your own pee diluted in water. Julie, I know. I heard that. I don't do any of that stuff, honestly, into my soil. This was really expensive soil from a farm, but it had no living matter. Let me rephrase that. It didn't have any manures in there, like no chicken manure, no cow manure, no horse manure, none of that. It was just broken down sticks, woods, horticultural soil, and it was over $1,000. So yeah, no. I thought to myself, I've been doing it all this time and it's been working. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's where my mind's at. Cosmic cultivators are saying hello. Thank you, Moon. Right on. Another bot? Really? I have a grow light table in my laundry room that my mother-in-law built me the spring before we got married. I helped her. That is awesome, Mennonite Farmhouse. You sure did. Dang it, Mel. I'm going to have to start charging you for wages if them bots don't piss off. I don't know why they're coming. I have nothing better to do. I don't know. There was cups loaded in Melody's dining room, says Red Road Homestead. Oh, yeah. I mean, lots. And like the plastic ones, and then I moved on to styrofoam because I wasn't going to be saving them. And yeah, so needless to say, but I could break down that styrofoam. I actually tried something because I don't want to have waste. I don't want to contribute to what's going on in the world. And I had this really weird spot around on this property, and I put some styrofoam in the soil to see if it would lighten it, and it actually did. I don't know if it was a different kind of styrofoam or not, but the styrofoam disappeared. So I don't know. Let's see, laugh out loud, Paul. I've seen that. Yup, if one person is inspired, learn something, or laughs, each video is worth it to me. Gear, amen to that one. That's how I feel. I make newspaper rolled over cans for shaping my growing pots, and no need to transplant out. Just plop whole thing in ground after doing well. Newspaper, good compost. Yeah, and my video, lots of videos. I post 6 days a week, my friends. My other video is, about this, but you don't have to plant this way. If you have a bigger square, say you need 25 broccolis, you would sprinkle 25 broccoli seeds on the top, lightly cover it with some soil. When they pop up and they have like a good decent leaf on them, you can just sit their first true leaves on it. You can separate them out individually and plant them just like that. Inside something else that is bigger. But if you just say this is just one tray and you just sprinkle 25 seeds, lightly give it a dusting of some soil, put it on the heat mat, a dome for humidity. When they come up, you can transplant them right into your red solo cup or right into something else and save that whole extra work, But I'm so used to making it always harder on myself that way. Let's see. That's big enough to warm your buns on, Mel. You're funny, Paul. Yeah, I have a piece of gutter I use for my radishes. Does that work for radishes? Really, Vanilla Land? I know it works for the sugar snap peas, though. Vanilla Land, you're the one who pinched it. The piece I use to keep my brain and laugh out loud. Saint Lady 5000, I'm probably so late getting to your comment. If you can't afford heat mats, your seeds will still germinate. They may just take a little longer. I have 3 types of micro tomatoes, peas, and sprouting cauliflower popping by my patio door. Yes, if you have like a good window that gets warmth and you can get a lot of light from the sun from that window, you don't need any of it. You won't need the grow lights. You won't need a heat mat. They're right. Saint Lady 5000 made that statement, and that is 100%. Come hang out with me in Oklahoma if you wish. Who's that for, Vandal Land? You don't have to fill the red solo cup all the way. Nope. That's right. Conserve the soil. Everybody's saying hello. Borax is what Dawn is made from. Hello. I know. I know. But I always have Dawn accessible. I don't have borax always accessible. Oh, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, I don't have borax accessible all the time. So sorry, gutter mines. Paul, if you have an ant problem, mix 3/4 borax, 1/4 sugar, mix it up. They will kill the ants. That is true, Joe. All the peppers are coming to you, and the atomic grape, they're already in an envelope with a stamp on it. Laugh out loud. Oh my gosh, Joe. I'm telling you, you're going to have multiple sticks in my garden. When I do my garden tours, everybody's going to hear, and this is from Garden State Gardener, my friend Joe. Yeah, that's how this garden season's going to be. I love you, Joe. Thank you so much for that. Saint Lady saying, hello, everyone. Dawn made from is a chemical with antibacterial properties and boroxes and minerals. So there's that. Thank you, Jilly. Joe, still illegal to kill ants in the UK. We can kill ants, though. So does it work on them? Laugh out loud. Oh, my goodness. Monashi prepping. I had 6-inch tall tomatoes and hardly a tomato. Should I have trimmed the plant? You can go back. Oh, sorry from leaning, trying to read. You can go back into my channel. I prune about this much from the bottom to the top. I also don't always stick my tomato plant straight down in the hole. Sometimes I will stick my tomato plant like that. Does that make sense? Here's the top of the tomato plant. I'll lay the stem on the ground like this, and I'll bury that part in with the egg in the hole. So let me see. 6-foot tall tomatoes and hardly tomatoes. Should I have trimmed the plant? You probably should have taken a lot off the bottom. Did you do that? Monastery prepping? Okay, what about uncles? Let's see. Laugh out loud at Paul. Sounds like Joe is an awesome person. Oh my goodness. Listen, whoever wants to give me seeds, I'll take all your seeds. I'm a seed lover. So yeah, Pamela. And that was super kind of Joe. Who do you think it's framed for? Joe is awesome person. Sure is. I don't buy dirt. I bake dirt in the oven to kill microbes. Yeah. I could also use the sand that's near the river because I'm near the river. But on this end, that's closer to me, I can't. Unless I want to fall in because it's like a ramp. You know, they can put it's right next to a yacht club where people have a slip for their boats. But if I go a different section, I can get the sand for that. But that's a great idea, Jilly. I don't buy dirt. I bake dirt in the oven to kill the microbes. That's interesting information. If you want to leave the temperature on what you do it on, that would help people that maybe can't afford the dirt. You really should check out his channel. Would you suggest building greenhouse covers for our raised beds to extend the season since the mini ice age is supposed to be coming? Well, I can't really talk because my 3-in-1 row cover, that's for frost and snow and whatnot. Well, it's my fault though too. It's the weather. The snow weighed it right down and it now has a tear in it. Don't hold me to it, but what I wanted to do last year with how busy I was, I just couldn't find the time to do it, is the 4 beds in the middle. If you want to go back and take a look, I have them going this way. I want to do the PVC straight over it with the plastic that takes your zone up by like 2 degrees. I think it is. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, bought an Arrow garden kitchen on sale for $30 from 80. Not my style of growing, but I couldn't help myself. It's cool though. Vanilla Land, I am so jealous. I actually wanted one of them badly. For me, I would have basil in that. I would be giving that thing a run for its money for sure. But I also didn't buy it for myself, and I probably won't unless I ask it for a gift. But yeah, the Arrow garden for the kitchen, they're amazing. I wish mine was that cost. I absolutely love it. Vanilla Land. Just subscribes. Paul Honeyman, thank you. Pamela. Sweet, good to hear, Boone. I'm excited to try it out. Yeah, do you see that? The Boone's, look at all these bots. Are we kidding here tonight? Yeah, I'm a sucker for a sale. I don't blame you, though. Yeah, after I got mine, it went on sale, Vanilla Land. Holy bot, WTF. I agree with Vanilla Land. What is going on with the live tonight with the bots? Craziness. Thank goodness, have amazing moderators. No, I didn't trim it. Okay. And taking the suckers off too. I was just thinking that you have to remove the suckers. But if you go into my channel, you can find that on how to prune a tomato plant. You can see how I actually planted tomato plant. And then there's one that has the circles as suckers right on it and tells you what a sucker is and how to take them off. And that's probably why they didn't do very good. And don't forget, this time Monashi prepping to put an egg in the hole and crack the egg with a little pinch of coffee grinds. So be saving your coffee grinds, my friends. It does great in the hole for tomatoes. Believe me when I tell you. Yep, plant tomato up. Two leaves. Lay sideways if needed. Chili, I'll tell you, we got a lot in common. I collect seeds like kids buy trading cards. Saintly, that's me. I love seeds. But, I could normally push it to like get them for Valentine's Day. And now it's like everything's so sold out. So if anyone's watching this after the fact, might want to think about getting your seeds wherever you can get them. I have nothing bad really to say about any seed. I'm a seed lover. And I do order from MI Gardener, but I've never had any problem with germination from him. I also have no problem with germinating seeds from the dollar store, and I'm going to do that. And whoever wrote that, if you can rewrite that again so I remember your name, I will actually label the video for you. And Burpee seeds are really good. It doesn't have to be Johnny seeds or anything like that. I can't resist a seed back. I know. 400 and a half about baked dirt. 400 degrees? Huh. Good information, Jelly. Having seeds means growing food. Very good thing to have at St. Lay. Absolutely, Boone. Oh, an hour. Okay. Bake at 180, 200 degrees. I heard today, low and slow. Oh, for the dirt. Jilly's saying 400. Is that a half an hour? Bake the dirt? So I think it says. Oh, sorry to hear that, Boone. It was just random for me to find it. Always hit the discount aisle at Wally World. Oh, he calls it Wally World too. I thought that was only me that says that. That makes sense to PVC. Thanks, Millie. You are so welcome. That's what I'm going to do. Really wanted it done by last year, but I had a crazy, time. I put it in March. It was very prolific. And yeah, and that's why I didn't move into here. This is why I won't be on Shed Wars this year, which is what I've stated before, because I got to get to it. But now that like I'm in here, I'm getting there with the kitchen. I have a video coming up for the kitchen. Let me not forget. Do y'all remember when I made the hot chocolate as gifts, make it from scratch? I actually show you how to make the hot chocolate right out of the jar. And that's because it was a snowy day here yesterday, and I did it yesterday morning. After being at Gina and Chris's, their snow thing, I was like, oh, she's like, oh, have another cup of coffee, Melody. Because I was like, I need to wash the curtains. And she's like, no, just relax, be in comfy pajamas. And I'm in the video on pajama pants, probably Christmas ones. And I made the video for how I take the mix and how I make it. The other thing about the kitchen is I was asked a question from the prepping community, someone from the prepping community, on how I'm storing my stuff in my upstairs kitchen. So I have that video coming out. I did do that. I did quite a few videos. There's going to be lots of videos rolling in, I'm telling you. And I feel like once gardening mode clicks in, it's like videos, teaching, showing this. It's just, ooh, it says reconnecting. Sorry about that, everyone. All good. It's an investment and I will grow with it until it can't grow anymore. That is true, Vim. 180 won't kill my grapes, just bugs. Good night, Melanie and Chad. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you, Red Road Homestead. Thank you for coming. Freddie says, hello, Pamela Lopez. Pam is very cool. I met her from Kitchen Shenanigans Live. Saint Lady, I was blessed with an arrow garden for Christmas from my youngest daughter. Harvested bok choy from it today. Oh, that's so cool. You know what? Christmas time rolled around. I didn't really think of anything that had to do with gardening. My Jared, who was in here, he's probably not in here anymore. I basically just set a winter coat, maybe winter boots, and he was like, Mom, I'm just not good at picking out sizes for women, and you're so petite. Can I just give you like $100 Amazon gift card? I was like, yeah. So, needless to say, my birthday's in April. So I don't know, because I'm very funny. I don't like to ask Jarrett for anything expensive like that. It's just not who I am. Zap those bots. Good job, mods. Amen. The moderators are doing a fantastic job here. We use Craft K hydroponics to grow indoors year round. Getting ready to start again using mason jars, and does well. It really does. I mean, my sprouts, I think I might have said 3 days. I think they germinated in 2. And Boone, and I have the whole kit. And Boone is sending me broccoli sprouts, some other sprouts, some microgreens, and I'm going to sprout them right in the mason jars. I like that way better. Fungus and mold likes heat, so no need it hot. Yep, I plan on growing a cooking. Wait, Ben on the land says, yep, I plan on growing a cooking. The living life out of it, no pun intended. Oh, interesting. Super cool. I have a ton of seeds, love burpee, and started saving seeds. People sent me seeds they saved also. That's so cool. That's so cool, Lisa. Wow, bot. Okay, I'll do the egg and the coffee grinds. Yeah, so if you are that person that goes to Starbucks every day or a coffee shop, a little tip for you, if you ask them nicely, they always have grinds that they blow through. They'll give you the grinds. I start saving mine around now for my Keurig, or if I use the French press, get the liquid out, I just put it in a Ziploc baggie open for it to air dry. Because I don't have that type of dehydrator. You can probably put it on a cookie sheet and put it in the stove, but I let mine just sit in my French press till it starts drying a little bit. And I just put it right into a Ziploc baggie, and I leave the Ziploc baggie open so it doesn't get mold on it. So start saving your coffee. Haas Tools is my favorite go-to, says Pamela. I've never ordered from Haas Tools. Like I said, that their trays are expensive. There's also Whispering Willow Farm. She has her reasons about Haas Tools. She has her reasons about Baker Creek. I mean, we all have our own reasons. Mine isn't, I can't talk about their seeds because I've never tried them. I'm just saying for like 150 cell count tray, it was like $100, $200. That's insane. That's really insane. Now, if you know you love the garden and you plan on getting its use, I mean, eventually, but I don't want that type. But yeah, I mean, I would upgrade. I just, for the new gardeners and people that need to grow food now, that's not a direction I'm going to send them, is basically my point. I'd rather send them to like a local box store, like a Home Depot or something, for the 75 cell count tray that comes with the dome and the bottom tray, and that's all they really need. But 75 plants they could be growing, you know, on minimal amount of money. I'll have to catch. So hard to keep up. I'm writing a note. Boone cracks me up. Lisa says, no worries, Boone. Farm Memo notes. I can't live without them. Awesome, Melody. Looking forward to all the videos, but don't burn your stuff out. No, dear, I did that last year with the whole as much as I grew. That I think I said to Chris today, like, I wonder, am I just slow at getting going? Or, I mean, I picked up a couple odds and ends, like seedling mix, because I used that last year for the very first time. Because all the years before that, I used Miracle Grow potting soil, but you got to pick out the sticks. I got out to get some things like that. You know, I did get my organizational, all the containers. They're all organized. But I just don't feel the oomph yet to start seeds. I really don't. I got to mop floor and take a bath. Love you all. Melody knows her stuff. Nighty night all. Jilly, you're awesome. I am very thankful to have you on Sundays. You're awesome. Great knowledge, great information. Really do appreciate it. And enjoy tomorrow. Enjoy tomorrow and being gone for a month. It's crazy. So I hope you have a fantastic week. Amen, me either. Tools. Oh, robot. Vandalana's funny. Night at Belly Acres, Jillian Carey. Stay safe, Jilly. Broccoli, kale, and radish sprouts. Okay, that's what Boone's sending me as far as the microgreens are concerned, which is awesome because I like to top my salad with that. But to be honest with you, like, just give me some of the alfalfa sprouts with some hummus, and I love it. So yeah, that's awesome. Have a good night, and everyone in the chat. Thank you, Garden State Gardener, for coming, and thank you for you constantly. I mean, cease to amaze me. Really, 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 really. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to see what seeds you're sending. Of course, I will do a video, but real quick, before you get off. I also wanted to show this. Can anybody guess what this is? I know it has a glare. Well, I probably won't get to the comments in time to get just a guess, but last year I was struggling to figure out what sunflower I planted. And then I think it was Courtney told me that it was a Mexican sunflower. And I went in my packs and she was right. This is just one little tiny head because it gets a bunch of little heads. And I left it dry out and I put it in this baggie today. Look at all those seeds. So if anybody wants some Mexican sunflowers or you've never seen what the seeds look like, that's what they look like. It's pretty amazing. That's a lot of seeds. So you got to remember too to get into seed saving. Luke Allen, hello. Hey Mel, not sure if you remember me. I delivered your compost from Shady Brook. No way. Look at that, everyone. The gentleman, I was just speaking about this farm earlier, trying to encourage people to grow food. The actual delivery driver who delivered my compost says, hey Mel, not sure if you remember me. I delivered your compost from Shady Brook. Just tuning in. Hope all is well. My friends, you can go back and tell them that I grew 5,266 pounds. I did amend the soil though, as per I was told to do. What an amazing garden. What an amazing garden. The soil was really, really good. That's so cool that you came into my live. That was awesome. It was great meeting you that day too. Thank you for coming in. That's funny. Yep. I'm a coffee grounds and eggshell saving and using full. Well, I'm right there with you, Vandal the Land. I'm going to head out myself. It's been a good one. As always, y'all have a good one. Gear, you're the best. Thank you so much. You have yourself a lovely week this week. I just thought that was funny that my delivery driver who brought the dirt inside. So funny. So we were talking YouTube and, you know, me growing this amazing garden, and I really did grow an amazing garden. Let's see. But have a good night, Gear. Vandal says, I got bunnies now, so I'm a poop saver too. Oh, I used to have bunnies. I know. Yo, you might have to mail me some. I love rabbit poop, for sure. I saved my bunny treats too, says Boone. Okay, people. Whispering Willow Farm sells plants. So good investment for her. Yeah, absolutely. She's really big, more so in flowers. But yeah, she's Johnny's. I think she really likes Johnny's because she has very good germination rate. I can't speak of Johnny's. I don't think I've ever had a seed from Johnny a day in my life. But she grows a lot of dahlias and things like that and takes them to market. So yeah, Gary's right. Gary, I didn't know you watched Whispering Willow. I mean, how could we not? I'm a huge Roots and Refuge, you know, person. And that's her friend. So that was just a given that I would follow her too. At Luke Allen, Mel's about 5 minutes behind the comments. I'm so sorry, Paul. Yeah, I've heard you plant directly in them. So I'm going to do just a whole pot of it and see how it does. That's going to be awesome. Zinnias. Love zinnias, Saint Lady. Love them. Yeah, I too am a seed saving fool. Good night, Mel and everyone. Thank you, Mary Jemison, for coming. You have yourself a blessed week. And I know the land my mother used to grind her eggshells and mix it with coffee grounds. Yeah, I just think it gets a little too powdery. I am saving seeds too. I'm going into my 3rd year this year. Isn't that just wonderful for Boone? She's a 3rd-year gardener. I'm so proud of her. She does amazing too. Marigolds. I love marigolds. Monastery prepping. So awesome to meet you as well. Glad you had good crops. Spring is coming soon. Yes. Do you believe it though? Like I got into a community that it was to teach people to grow food, and you grow a lot of food. 5,266 pounds is a lot of food, my friend, with that soil. And I still have some over there that I'm going to top the beds off this year. But yeah, that's pretty cool and awesome. Thank you so much. Come in anytime you want. Luke, I'm not going to do the Luke Allen, but yeah, so awesome to meet you as well. Glad you had a good crop. Spring is coming soon. It is. Where were you at springtime? You could have came by. I had more than enough food to offer for sure. Well, over the summer. Let's see, just pissed. Yep, I know, Paul. I'm getting there. Yeah, I put my eggshells into a Ninja blender. I have that Ninja blender. I make a straight calcium powder. Oh my gosh. Band of the land, me and you, I tell you. Oh, thank you, Mary, for the heart next to my name. And I did make it down to the bottom. I should do that, Vanilla Lynn. I did the powder. I just prefer not to. Awesome on delivering some good product at Luke Allen. Kira, that was very nice. But y'all are wonderful. I really do only like to stick to the 2 hour marker. But yeah, so how about that? Joe's sending me peppers I couldn't get. And what did I want to say other than rant for a few minutes because, you know, people are coming at me in DMs on Instagram saying some things about why they should not garden. You know, it's too expensive, it's too this, it's too that. And I'm here just to say it's not, you know? And if you really like it, it will be an investment that you'll have for a long, long time, you know? But yeah, so Keystone resistant giant pepper was absolutely amazing. Did you clean them and dry them first? They have to be dry in order to blend them up in the. He's got the ninja, that bugger. Mel likes to stick to 2 hours because it's 4 a.m. for me. I do. I really do try to do that because Paul Honeyman is my man. That's my babes. But Paul, I'm just about ready to wrap this up, honey. So if you want to get going, you can, my friend, and get some sleep because he's in England. It's a lot later there, everyone. Let's see. So Paul said Mel likes to stick to 2 hours because it's 4 a.m. for me. Laugh out loud. Yogi says gardening. I said Yogi. Lisa says gardening is not expensive. It's an excuse. Never know until you try it. Yeah, well, you know, I'm trying. I'm trying. So far, I got quite a few of them to trust my word. I mean, they could go into the channel, obviously, and look, but say, okay, well, if you're willing to do it, we'll follow along, give it a try. I said, okay. So I just wanted, I'm sorry, I had to vent because not everybody can afford it, though. That's the sad thing about it. And it's like, you know, someone else made a very good point in here. Find the brightest window in your house. Use a heating pad. I mean, you know, you could go that route too. So, yeah. Oh my. Yeah, the powder breaks down into the soil. Usable nutrients faster. Yeah. Now, when I do the egg in the hole and I crack it and I put a little nutrients down in there, um, when I was pulling out tomatoes this year, you know, I only found one egg. That's why I always crack it when I put the egg in the hole because it breaks down so much faster. But yeah, as long as you're saving your eggshells and your coffee grinds, your tomatoes will love you for it. And if you are like, I have one bed that may or may not have had a problem with calcium, or Indiana backyard gardeners, right? And it was coming from like the heat being so bad here and then the torrential downpours. So that might be a bed that I'm definitely putting eggs in it. I put some in uh, towards the like fall. I think I did the beginning of fall. No, just air dry them and they'll actually mildew very far. Yep. Very, very true. So there you have it. We got through another live. I'm not trying to go over too long. You know, I have Boone that has kiddos she has to get up to, or with, I should say. And my man, Paul, it's for something, you know, his place. So, yeah, so if you don't mind, I just want to say thank you, everyone, for coming again this week. And, you know, watch the videos that are coming out on the channel. Because now I'm going to get into gardening advice and what peppers am I going to plant? What tomatoes am I going to plant? You know, what did I plant last year that I really liked that I'm going to do again this year? That will also be coming up. As soon as my order comes from M.I. Gardener, I'll be doing a seed haul from M.I. Gardener. And yeah, if we can help other people grow food, I think this is an amazing community. If I can help anyone in any way, let me know. You can find me on Instagram, or you could go back into this live, or if you watch this afterwards, my email is right there. You can hit me up with any questions. But yeah, gardening season 2020 is in a playlist if you want to go look at that. And 2021 it's there. You know, I show how I plant my tomatoes and how I prune them. So y'all are awesome. Let's see here, because I'm going to get ready to wrap this up. Thanks, Melody, for the wonderful tips. Cheers to you. Modesty Prepping, you're like the bomb diggity. Thank you for coming in every Sunday. Freddie, thank you. It was great seeing you tonight, Freddie. I like having you in here. I've been missing you. I see you in other ones, but, you know. Oh, sorry, there's a blur again. But yeah, everyone was awesome. Hey, good evening to all, says Vandal. Vandal, you were, cannot believe you have my, do you have the professional ninja? I was going to say, dude's got like my blender. He has an arrow thing in the kitchen that I don't have. Maybe I can ask for it for my birthday, but that's how much I love to grow my own food. That I would love to have an arrow in, I'm just going to call it an arrow in my kitchen. Oh, would love that. April 4th is my birthday, so I don't know. I have to see price them. And let me do this shout out very quickly to Shelly and Anthony, who was a subscriber. I said this before, but if you're new here and you don't know this story, I'm going to repeat myself. She was a subscriber who watched, I guess, listened, and never commented. And she gets in here. She's usually the first. Tonight, she was like 3 down, but she's usually the first person to say hello. Because I said to her, say hi sometime. She's the most quietest in here. Such a doll. We got to get Shelly to, like, talk to us a little bit more. Shelly, if you have any gardening advice, listen, I'm just so proud of her that she finally writes in the chat. And she's such a wonderful person. She was doing the countdown, like 2 more live chats before 2022. I just love her. Wanted to give her a shout out and let her know I love her. Great live tonight, Melanie. Thank you, Boone. That's me just one last time. I know, right? I can't help myself, Vandal the Land. It's always hard to say goodbye. I'm sorry. Everyone have a wonderful week. If you're watching it back, Nana's Crazy Life. Oh, we missed you. Good night, everyone. You weren't in here, were you? We're just getting ready to end it. But feel free to watch it back. Yeah, I've been missing them, but I always try to catch them. Your lives, that is, Melanie. Thank you, Vandal the Land. I really do appreciate it. And Nana's Crazy Life, who I really just know by Donna Griggs, has been listening. So if you missed anything, you can always go back and watch. And I appreciate the people that rerun my lives afterwards. I really do appreciate that. That's wonderful. And watching the commercials, I greatly appreciate it. So on that note, tomorrow is Monday. I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful week. I have to get lots of things accomplished, and I got to carry my lamps up the steps tomorrow so I can maybe start some seeds. But yeah, stay tuned for the videos. I never did get to talk about this, so maybe I will save this for next Sunday. I'll give you a little bit of a closer look. Do you see that right there? Stay tuned for what this is, because we didn't get to it tonight. We talked about seeds, grow lights, and all the fun stuff in between of growing your own food. So I love you all. I'm going to hold up 2 great peppers. I bid you a good night. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Love you all. And I will see you throughout the week, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye, everyone. Thank you for coming.